This is Stars and Scopes with your friend Uma, updated every new and full moon with guidance based on planetary transits in the current sky and extra support from tarot. For accuracy, take a look at your rising sign first if you know it, and do feel free to listen to your sun, moon and rising if you'd like the full picture. If you're interested in your birth chart, check out the readings page at umaruby.com, and if you'd like to support the work, head over to buymeacoffee.com/umaruby and you can buy me a coffee. Finally, if you're a visual learner, look up Uma Ruby Tarot on YouTube and you can watch and learn. Okay, let's take a look. Hello Scorpio and Scorpio rising, welcome to your horoscope for the new moon in Virgo happening on August the 27th at 6:17 p.m. if you're in the southern hemisphere with me. This is your moment, Scorpio. This is a nice one for you. There's a bunch of options and offers here for you in terms of maybe some of your worries about the collective. And that could be your sense of humanity. Maybe there's some concerns about the way, the journey that this planet is on right here, right now. Maybe it's more localized. Maybe it's to do with your friendship groups and your friends and family, the ones that you keep close by. There's an opportunity here to ground yourself and to think of some practical solutions for maybe some of the things that are on your mind at the moment. Virgo rules your 11th house, which is all of that stuff. It's all about humanity and community. So at a new moon, we get to ask for what it is that we need. We get to work with the moon, and she's sitting in Virgo. She's sitting in that earthy grotto right now, and she's building up, absorbing, and ready to spout forth some wisdom. When we think about Virgo, it's probably best to think about Virgo rather than virginity or anything like that. That's old language. What's also old language, but maybe more pertinent and translatable for right now, is the Hermit card. Number 9 in the major secrets of the tarot is the Hermit, which is big Virgo energy. The Hermit is a recluse that is drawn away from the milieu, from sociability, for a time to strategize and to assess the lessons that they've picked up and learned so far in order to translate them and turn them into a salve or a active offering to heal. The Hermit's got so much wisdom up inside of them, and they carry the star in their lantern. The star is, again, big Aquarian energy, so big 11th house, humanitarian energy. The star is from another planet. The star isn't really human. The star looks at us from out there and has come down to Earth to show us the new way. So at this new moon in Virgo, you've got access to all of these different archetypes, these different elements, these different ancestral guides for you, Scorpio. There's some more energy that's brewing in your 8th house, which is your home base. Scorpio rules the 8th. Scorpio rules regeneration, rebirth, mind evolution. There's Mars there right now. Mars, as we know, is the warrior, the fire starter. There's something that you already know about what needs to shift and what needs to change and how we're going to activate these changes. And as I said before, this could be on the micro in your village, in your life. If you're concerned about what's to become of all of us, then use this new moon as an activation of power, that you, in your mind, have access to the solutions, and your intelligence and your innate ability and access to these powers is already inside of you. This is going to be a really nice one for you, Scorpio. And I know that the eclipses are playing havoc with yourself and with those that you love. And we're on that journey together. And you're going to be all right. And if we focus in on your sense of community and your sense of gathering everyone together and giving them what they need to heal, and maybe accepting some of that in return too. There might be a lot of healing that you can glean around this time from your community, from your village, those that love you very much, your friends and relations. We all get by with a little help from our friends, don't we? And that's really a beautiful mantra for you at this Virgo new moon. So let's look at the tarot. The tarot card that lines up with 4 degrees of Virgo, where this lunation is happening, is the 8 of Pentacles. And look at that. This is a card of commitment to task. This is a card of diligence and of beautiful work ethic. So relate that to your 11th house, relate that to your community, your sense of communal health, Virgo. What are the strategies that you wish to draw in and to manifest and to call in, cast your spells to have happen at this new moon in Virgo in regard to the village, to everyone else, to their well-being as well as yours? What can you do, and what's in you already? What are your innate talents that you've been working hard on as it is that are an offering to community? How does your persona or your essence flow with community, and what are you offering in that way? Because I imagine that it's quite a lot. I imagine that you do a lot for others, Scorpio. That's Virgo 11th house. That's what you do. You heal others with your presence and with your knowledge of the difficult stuff. The 8th house, Mars is in there. Right now we've got some anxiety. 4 degrees of Gemini. Your 8th house is the 8 of Swords. So there's something here about being bound and being worried, being anxious, maybe. You might be on the burgeoning point, the precipice of a rebirth, of a disintegration and a regeneration. There might be something about you having to start again from the embers that at the moment is causing you some great anxiety. So what I want you to remember is that Mars, who is highlighting this point in the zodiac, is going to be in your 8th house for a period of like 7 months, which is quite unusual. Mars tends to move fairly quickly, but there's a retrograde happening and then a forward motion. So for the next 7 months, your 8th house is activated by the energy of Mars, by that warrior, that forward thinker. I can't think of a better planet to have for the 8th, for that phoenix to rise out of those ashes. So when that moment comes, right now it doesn't have to, my darling. Right now you are in your mind and your thoughts, and we're going to help you think about this, maybe this energy here of the 8 of Pentacles as your community, working hard to get you back on your feet, my love. This could be something that's happening for you too. It's a square aspect, it's pressure. So be like Virgo, be clay, be a little yielding to the healing. All right, let's pull you some intuitive tarot, Scorpio. I need 3 cards, please, Spirit. I want 3 cards for Scorpio. I want you to give me a message direct from your heart to theirs. That was 3 cards. Shit. Great. Yeah, great. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so I got the 7 of Swords, I got the 5 of Wands, and I got the Ace of Cups. You are coming through something really difficult, my love. You're coming through a period of perhaps there's sort of been things that have been left out, or a sense that not the whole truth has been told, or also you got to pick up your mental faculty and run with what you got, leave the rest behind. There's a sort of passionate exchange here. There's been toing and froing, and there's been a battle of passions in your energy. And this is all going to subside once you find the community that you love, once you find the community that serves you, that you can serve and that serves you. Because in that space, there is a brand new, abundant, look at that. That's the Ace of Cups. That is blessings, and that is an emotional offer direct from spirit to your heart. This is the beginning of something really fresh and really vibrant and beautiful. So if we look back to this sort of 5 and 7, this sort of agitated kind of energy, this sort of change that's had to happen, this sort of passionate exchange, these lies maybe that you've told or other people have told, doesn't matter, it's sort of like it's move on from this space in community doesn't help. And it's definitely a place where you can access boundaries, and you can use, remember the 2 weeks ago, there was the 6 of Swords, that boundaries that we were going to instill to move away from that choppy water into something clear, that you can, a place to rest, a place to wash. I keep on thinking of PJ Harvey right now, but that's the energy that I'm sort of going with today in my Virgin vibe, like you need a place to rest and to wash and to ground. I want this new moon in Virgo to be a place where you can set some roots down in community. I don't know if you've been toing and froing or trying to find your brethren, the folks that, that love you and that you love and that you can be yourself with. Maybe it's been fractured. Maybe it's been, dissipate. Maybe there's been some energy around that space that's sort of been blown up a bit. This is yours, and it's coming, Scorpio. It's really coming. So remember what it is that you know about the 8th house. Remember what it is that you know about the depths and about the intention to rise again, because you're going to do it. You're doing it now. We're going to take care of you during those eclipses. There's still more to come. July 2023 is when we move away from Taurus and Scorpio in terms of jolts to the system and real just change. For now, manifest roots and grounding in your friends. That's what I see this as. A brand new beginning, a brand new fresh start, an emotional offer, and blessings in love, in a love space that's going to take care of you. That's your reading, Scorpio. That was a nice one. And I think that that's all that I've got to say about that. Yeah, you are a phoenix and you're going to rise. Let the embers fall away, And when it comes to community, when it comes to that word, really analyze and think about what that means to you. What does that really represent to you? What's the facade, maybe? What paint is chipping off from maybe a current community that you're existing in that doesn't serve you anymore? What paint can be chipped off and what can be buffed up and shined up and taken care of? What elements of community are you missing that you want back? All right. I can read your birth chart. As always, head to umaruby.com, and I'd love to book you in for a session on a Friday or a Saturday. You can also send me a message via my website too. If you wanted, you can do it anonymously, I think, but if you wanted to send me a message and ask a question, that could be about tarot, that could be about astrology, that could be about direction. If you've got some questions about this sort of divination, if you're wanting to learn more maybe, I'd be happy to guide you in the right direction. All right, that's it. Until I speak to you in 2 weeks, Scorpio, at the full moon in Pisces. I love you very much, and I'll speak to you then. Take care.